Microsoft reports earnings this week, and the stock is sitting at one of the most important technical levels of the year. The bears still have the edge, a bear flag remains in play, and if support breaks after earnings, a move towards $300 could still be on the table. If Microsoft surprises investors, this entire bearish setup could be invalidated. Let's break down the charts from the monthly all the way down to the 1 hour time frame and see what the technicals are really telling us. Let's start off here with the monthly chart. Right now, the price of Microsoft is at $381.70, and last month we had a big red engulfing candle. We pretty much lost the 50 moving average, which is currently right now at $379.83. And for the month of July, we don't even have a candle here. We actually went up as high as $406, but we dropped down to $373. And right now we're kind of indecisive. We have 5 days before this candle closes, and I gotta say, if we close below the 50 moving average again, it looks like we could drop down to this 80 moving average at $328. We see the gap here in the VRVP. We could easily just teleport down here. The RSI is below the 50, that's bearish, and we could see that the stochastics RSI we're about to roll over here. So this is making the case that we could have lower moves here for Microsoft. This is also looking to me like a weird head and shoulder pattern. We have a left shoulder, we have a head, and then we have like a smaller right shoulder here. This measured move could take us all the way down to the 200 moving average. Now again, this is the monthly chart. This could take a while before it ends up playing out, but I think a move to the 80 moving average at $328 is not out of the question if we continue bearish here. On the weekly time frame, the stochastics still are on the way down. The RSI is below the 50, bearish, and we have not really been able to get above this 200 moving average with strength. And this is kind of resembling to me some type of a bear flag here. And if that's the case, this can actually bring us all the way down as far as like $280. I have a prediction that we might go and eventually touch $300 eventually. So let's see if we could get back above the 221 moving average with strength, and maybe we can negate that. We have a big gap here in the VRVP. In order for us to get up here back into like the $460 range, we would have to break the $426 level. Now, bearish scenario here is that if this is not a bear flag, maybe this can end up being some type of a double bottom where we have one bottom, and currently maybe we're creating a second bottom here. As you can see, the neckline would be at around $465, and if that's the case, this could bring us back up above $500. So let's see what ends up playing out, but I would have to say that the bear flag right now has some momentum to play out for lower prices. And since we do have earnings this week, if we have bad earnings, this could be the catalyst that brings us down to see those $300 levels for Microsoft. We head over to the 3-day chart. We can see here that the stochastics are kind of in between. They kind of look like they want to roll over. We got rejected off of the 50 here on the RSI, and we got rejected off the 21 moving average. We're starting to like round down here. Again, this is looking to me like more downside is to come. On the daily time frame, we still have more room to continue coming down here on the stochastics RSI. We got rejected off the 21 moving average. We got another candle below the 21 moving average. Again, this is not looking good. We haven't been able to get back above the 200 moving average at $436. On the 4-hour time frame, the stochastics are low, but we could definitely drag here for a while. Look how we kind of double bottomed here before we came up. So something similar like this could happen here. And what's bearish here is that we got rejected off of this 200 moving average. There's no strength. We haven't been able to really get back above it. Kind of going sideways. We could see the gap here in the VRVP. This shows that we could easily drop down to 371 again. On the 1-hour time frame, stochastics here are toppy. Maybe we could curve back up and make another move up, but ultimately we would have to get back above this 50 moving average at 392 to see if maybe we could get bullish. Maybe this could be an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head, and maybe this could be a right shoulder if we can make it back up to the 50 moving average. But right now, this is not looking good. The 21 moving average is crossing down on the 200 moving average. That's bearish, and we have a lot of rejection here off of the 21 and the 200 moving average. So it's kind of showing us lower prices. If I was a betting man, I would have to think that maybe the earnings are not going to be too good, because the chart right now is kind of showing that more downside is to come. So let's see what happens with earnings. I really do think that if earnings are bad, we're probably going to have a big dip down. But if earnings are good, we could get that reverse, and maybe we make it back above $430. All right, guys. So that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.